Good day, folks. Sean here from Air Photography. So if you are planning on setting up a vlogging kit this summer, perhaps you want to capture some of your outdoor activities, your adventures, and you want to share them on social media. Of course, you're going to have the traditional equipment, some form of camera, a microphone, but one thing you may want to consider for your vlog kit is a drone. Now, drones are not a conventional vlogging tool. However, they do complement vlogs quite nicely. It allows you to capture some really interesting perspectives. You can easily capture interesting content that can be blended in nicely and complement your vlogs. DJI actually has a wonderful ecosystem of tools for creators, tools that don't cost a lot of money and are extremely easy to use. Of course, if you're looking for a good vlogging camera, something that's simple, cost-effective, something like their Pocket 3 or Osmo Action 5 Pro is a good choice. And then paired with either their DJI Mic 2 or their new Mic Mini, you're going to have good audio that connects really easily to the camera. But adding a drone can take your vlogs to the next level, adding a lot of really interesting shots. And the thing is, with today's drones, especially these autonomous drones that I have here in front of me, they're extremely easy to use. You don't have to have any particular skills or experience. These can fly completely autonomously without the need of a controller. They're as simple as selecting what you want them to do. Most of them have a screen or an interface right on the drone. You tap the button, the drone's going to take off from the palm of your hand, perform the task, and then it's going to come right back to you again, landing in the palm of your hand. So it's extremely easy, and the learning curve is very, very small. And the other nice thing is that these autonomous drones are really small and compact. You can see something like the DJI Neo here, very, very tiny. And then of course here we have the Hover Air X1 Pro Max. Again, nice, small, and compact, and it's foldable. Easily can fit inside of a small bag or even in your pocket. The DJI Flip is a little bit bigger when unfolded, but in its folded state, again, nice and manageable. And that can be really important for people who are on the go. You don't maybe want to bring a big backpack full of gear. You just want something that's light, easy. Whether you use it that day or not, it's not going to be an inconvenience to bring along with you. If you're a solo content creator, these can be extremely valuable because you don't need anybody else to help film you, especially if you're going to be performing different activities such as hiking. Perhaps you have an outdoor show and you just want a drone to follow you around. These drones can stay locked onto you. You don't have to worry about having a controller. Just put it up into follow mode and you can go about, do your activity, and the drone's going to follow you around and film you. You can pair it with some audio, and that's going to give you a really interesting perspective for your viewers. Just from talking to people over the years, a lot of people have the perception that drones are expensive and they're complicated to learn to use. The learning curve is big, so in order to get good footage, you're going to have to log a lot of hours. But that's not really the case with today's modern drones. In fact, something like the DJI Neo here costs around $200. So for a lot of people, that's extremely affordable and something that they're willing to spend. And due to the intelligent flight features and autonomous mode, you can get some really interesting clips without any experience just by touching a button. After all, if your interest is more outdoors, you're not so much into the flying and the cinematography part, you're just wanting to share your experiences and your enjoyment with your following, then something like an autonomous drone is a great choice. Now, of course, all of these drones can be connected to a traditional controller as well, if you do prefer to capture some more traditional shots. But for a lot of people, just for capturing B-roll footage to mix into their vlogs, the autonomous features are more than enough. And I would say that any one of these three drones here in front of me would be perfect for that scenario. As mentioned, we have the Hover Air X1 Pro Max. It's a little bit more money than these other drones here. The DJI Neo is extremely affordable. The quality of the video is not as high as something like the Pro Max here or the DJI Flip, but for a vlog for social media, it's more than adequate. The Flip gives you some really good video quality. It's a little bit bigger when it's unfolded, but it can also give you more of a traditional drone flight when paired with a controller. So definitely, if you are going to be taking the leap into vlogging this summer, I highly recommend picking up a drone. It's a lot of fun and it will really help you tell your story. Hopefully you found this video had value. Give it a thumbs up if you did. It's always greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot for watching and we'll see you in the next one.